we do a teacher-directed drawing today? Here's a cute little spring bunny with some eggs and flowers and a rainbow. All you need is to find a sheet of blank paper. I've got some crayons and markers, and I'm gonna do my drawing with a pencil. First thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw, look at my paper. I'm gonna draw kind of a medium-sized circle on my paper over to one side. This is gonna be my rabbit's head. And then I'm going to connect to that a little bit bigger circle or even an oval shape. Now this is my rabbit's head. I'm gonna come and give him a couple of rabbit ears. And if I want to, I could put little inside part to color pink. Now I'm gonna give my rabbit a little round nose. You could make a triangle nose if you'd rather. And I'm gonna give him a little mouth, kind of like I would do for a kitty cat. And I'm gonna color him 2 little eyes. And now I'm gonna give him 2 little front feet. Watch what I'm doing. And 2 little back feet. And then his tail. It's almost a whole circle. And then I'm gonna draw these little lines to show that he's got a fluffy little cotton tail. Now I need to draw the ground under my bunny. So I'm gonna start at the edge of my paper and I'm gonna draw a little hill for him to sit on. I don't have to draw the whole thing because part of it is behind him, part of that line. That's called my horizon line. And now I can decorate this bunny or this picture any way I want. On mine, I did some flowers. I drew a circle, and around the circle, I added petals. And then I went back later, actually, and I added some leaves. You could draw 2 or 3 flowers like that. If you know another way to draw flowers, you might try a different method. Maybe I'll draw a flower back here too. How about some eggs? You know, Easter's coming up. So we could draw some eggs. Maybe there's an Easter egg hunt going on where this little bunny's running around. And each egg, you could put a different decoration on. There's a striped egg. Here's a zigzag egg. Maybe a polka dot egg. Polka dots. Some are whole, some are parts. Maybe this one's a combination. A flower at the top and a couple of stripes. All right. Now another thing I did on my picture was I drew a rainbow over the bunny because a rainbow's a really nice and beautiful, bright, colorful symbol of God and of spring. This is a little tricky because I'm having to go behind my bunny's ears. On my first drawing, I was able to do a lot of it without having to cut into my bunny's ears until I got way down here. But this one, I didn't give myself quite as much room. Oh, maybe I started backwards too. Wherever it runs off the page, you just imagine that the line keeps going and finish it on the other side. That's not perfect. Doesn't have to be. The next thing I would do is I would do my coloring, and I'll tell you a trick. One thing I did when I colored my bunny was I did not trace all of the lines that I drew. Let me show you what I mean. I traced my picture with a marker. You don't have to do that. You could just color yours in. It's ready to go. But I traced mine like this. I went along, and wherever I didn't want my pencil line to show, I simply didn't trace it. Like right there where I did his legs, or right here where I did his back legs, I'm not gonna trace that line because I didn't want it to show. And guess what? Because I drew it with a pencil, I can choose to erase the parts that I don't want to show that were drawn in pencil. And I can just choose to leave the lines I want to leave. I think I should trace this side of his head too. There. All right, so my next step would be I would take my eraser and I would get rid of these lines if I don't want to see them. You notice how large I drew overall in comparison to my paper? That's a pretty big bunny. You want your picture to fill up your paper so your paper's interesting. Okay, now you can decide what to trace, what to color. I want to look at my example again. I traced a lot with my black marker, and then I colored in quite a bit with marker, but for the really big sections, I used a crayon so my markers wouldn't run out of ink. You can see my blue marker was running out of ink on that rainbow there. Does anyone know how we remember the colors of the rainbow? Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. Roy G. Biv. Just a little side note. But whatever you have at home, you can use to color. I'm lucky because I have this beautiful pack of crayons that my daughter got for Christmas, and I've got some nice markers here. You don't even have to color your picture if you don't want to. You could just leave it black and white. This would also be cute if you wanted to go outside and draw this picture with sidewalk chalk on your front driveway or your sidewalk. Wouldn't that be cool? All right, well, I'm gonna hop on to something else, but I miss you guys. I adore you. I hope you have fun coloring. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.